Hello, good morning, welcome to this weekend vlog. We're starting off chilling out in bed because we can. I've got my magical green fuzzy bedding I treat myself to after my jaunt to the urgent treatment thing for my food poisoning this week. So yeah, we're doing bad today. I haven't woke up feeling nauseous, so my diet of bread, flapjacks and bananas has been working. So stupid, but it's gonna, yeah, I have to do it, is go really back to the basics. So that's kind of what I've done. We're gonna have a nice day today. We're gonna do some baking. I'm gonna make some bread, partly because that's all I keep eating, and also I want to test out the new baguette pan. I got it from TK Maxx last week. So yeah, I have got some vanilla crown pastries for breakfast because I got them yesterday on my Sainsbury's order. And yeah, we're gonna chill in bed and do some crochet just because it's a nice way to chill and start the morning. If you saw the end of the weekly vlog 52, you would have seen I've been doing a baby blanket. I started Thursday, used up a ball of wool. Friday, used up a ball of wool. And Wednesday I did sunflowers, ran out of brown. And yesterday evening I was just still needing to do something, so I decided to do some more sunflowers, or carry on with the sunflowers, because I had loads of just brown circles. So yeah, so I made 3 of them proper sized, and 4 of them I could do 1 round on. This is how much yellow wool I have left. My click and collect is sitting at Hobbycraft. I really do need to go get it. I may go pick it up tomorrow. So yes, then I can carry on with sunflowers and get what else I need. But yeah, so these are gonna have to go back in the little progress bag, I think we're gonna call this, because obviously it's not finished in there. But obviously I have 2 from the other day, and then I've got 3 here, so I've got 5. So I can do the edges on 5. Those ones I have to wait. So yeah, so I'm going to sit and do some crochet, do the edges on these ones, because I do have purple left. That's the only colour I've got left in my sunflower colours. It's ridiculous, but yeah. So yeah, so I'm going to sit and chill in bed this morning and do crocheting edges on some sunflowers, watching some YouTube, eating my breakfast, enjoying being in my lovely bedding because it is so fuzzy and warm. It's beautifully blue skies and sunshine out there today, which is nice. So give me a continue, because we're getting a bit of, you know, natural vitamin D, because I'm not feeling intensely nauseous. It's very pleasant. Stomach's not, we're getting there on the soreness. So yeah, but yeah, no, that's kind of the plan this morning, is yeah, just to actually relax and chill. There is no busting rush to be doing anything. I had a nice lay-in because there was no need to be up early, obviously. Don't college on Saturdays. And yeah, Ryan's got plans to be out and about today. And yeah, I prepped all the kitchen yesterday, so we can do a whole load of lovely baking, which will be really fun. So that's kind of our plan today, to do some nice baking together. And yeah, just have a really nice creative weekend. So I'm thinking I might pop out Sunday to go get my wool. I don't want to go out today because it'll be Saturday. Saturday's just so hurly-burly and just peoply. It'd be just nice not to. So yeah, today I'm going to take it easy. But then tomorrow I might pop out just so I can get this wool, because I'm impatient. And to be fair, I know I have no other reason to go up that particular end of town. So yeah, so if I just sort of potter up there, go get that, then wander back, probably pop through Asda on the way back just for funsies. Then I have the Valentine's Day stuff out, that might be fun to look at. So yeah, and yeah, we're gonna have a nice weekend. we're going to make, yeah, some baguettes. We're going to make peanut butter cookies. I don't know what we can do once I finish this crochet, because then I've kind of finished ran out of wool on all my current projects. And I'm like, do I start another big project? Do I try and finish this sunflower? Should I be doing a cardigan at a time? Jumper at a time? I might do some sewing. We will see, you know, might do some sketchbook. Haven't done that in a while. That is one thing that does unfortunately take a back burner in the like December, January time, is my sketchbook, because you need to be in the right frame of mind to be doing creative things. My brain is broken from sad to, it wants to get to even grounds, not even high, just neutral. So yeah, so sketchbook is quite hard work in the sad months. So yeah, but yeah, so we might do some of that today, which would be nice. So I haven't done sketchbook in a little while. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan for the day, is yeah, baking, crochet, nice things. And yeah, we're gonna have a chill creative weekend is our plan. So I'm gonna go eat some breakfast and crochet some edges, and I'll catch up with you beautiful people in a wee bit. But yeah, for now I'm gonna watch some Saturday morning YouTube, and the battery is now flashing, so it's definitely time to go. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you a wee bit later once I've, yeah, had a relaxing morning, which isn't very fun to watch. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you a wee bit later as we get going with our day and doing some fun stuff. Bye. Hello, I'm out of my room. I did my crochet, which is really cool. I've been set up on my window ledge next to the fine thing that we're about to be making. Baguettes. I found it on TikTok, but obviously I've then went on to find their website, Green Bakes by Michelle. I will link it all down below. They do a no knead baguette recipe, and I thought, I have just been eating so much bread recently, it seems a really good idea. And also, as you would have seen, the TK Maxx haul, I got a baguette pan. I've been wanting one since I went to France in like 2019. So yeah, finally got a baguette pan. So yeah, so this recipe makes 2 baguettes, so I'm gonna just do 2 today and see how it goes. But if this works out well, this might be a quite regular thing I make, because I love baguette. I love bread, fresh bread especially, and lazy bread, because this is a no knead recipe, even better. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to making this. So first of all, we need 500 milliliters of lukewarm water. So I have got my trusty little jug. Please excuse all the watermarks on it. I've just run my hot tap till it got lukewarm. And we're going to put 500 ml in here. There we go, 500 ml of water, lukewarm. We're going to put it in this bowl here. And then it says 11 grams of yeast, and my packets come in 7s. So 7 and 10. So I need 1.5 packs of yeast. So hey ho, next time might be a better idea for me to buy a tub of yeast. But yeah, for now we're going to use up what we've got in the cupboard, which is these little packs of easy bake yeast I got over the festive period, because I had kind of planned to do lots of baking over Christmas. Obviously I got poorly, and then yeah, sad and then poorly, so yeah, so put one in. We'll show you it in a second. I'm just pouring them in for the moment. And then I'll put half of this one in. Basically what this does, from, you know, my basic food tech knowledge, it activates the yeast. I usually just used to go straight in, but then again my bread was always quite dense, so So I'm going to give it a bit of a mix up. Let's use a fun spoony thing. So yeah, so here we go. Let me show you. Yeast in the water. I'm going to give it a little stir. I'm going to add in a teaspoon of sugar, which feeds the yeast, so that'll work on it. And we're going to leave this to activate for 15 minutes. Make sure all the yeast stays in the damn water. I'll scrape that off in a sec. But yeah, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of sugar and leave it 15 minutes until there's small bubbles on the surface is the aim. So yeah, so this is a lot of do something, leave it alone. Do something, leave it alone. So it is the perfect Saturday recipe because you can do a little bit and then sort of do something else. Or not, just sit and chill. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add some sugar, leave this alone for 15 minutes and we'll come back and we'll move on to the next step. But yeah, let's make some bread. See you in 15 minutes. Hello, it's been 15 minutes and here is my yeast. It's got little small bubbles on it like it says it should after 15 minutes. So we are going to crack on and get some flour mixed in and then we leave it to prove. So we ignore it again. 10 out of 10. I love this level of baking. I'm not going to get my measuring things and do this in grams. I will link the recipe down below. I found it on a TikTok, but I found the person's website as well. Just because I have measuring cups right next to me, and it also has cups, and you have to put the flour in 2 halves. So yeah, we also have to add some salt. I don't think I've got any pouring salt. I've only got grindy salt. We're gonna have to go with grindy salt because I don't have any normal salt. Add the salt and flour and mix. So it's going to put in normal salt. Probably once the flour's in because I know salt and yeast are not a good combo. I think the plastic things have done me very well over time. But yeah, it says 4 to 5 cups of flour. So I'm going to do these. It's a lot of flour. But recipes kind of mean that. So I'm going to put in 2. 1. It doesn't make sense though. 4 to 5 cups of flour isn't 240 to thingy. Let's see how much a cup of flour weighs, just because it's going to annoy me otherwise. Maybe I should have done grams. Yeah, a cup of flour is 233. And it says 540 to 6. So we'll put 200 thingy in it. God, this is why I'm no good at maths. 2 of my big cups are 500 and thing. So yeah, let's put that to the side for now. So we've put half the flour in, we'll call it. And we'll do a load of salt. Grindy salt, because that's what I've got. And we are going to mix it in. Break it up a bit. It just feels weird. So there's half of it mixed in. I'm kind of going sort of more the TikTok instructions because I watched the TikTok a few times, but I've got the written ones next to me because of the measurements. So yeah, so let's put in this other half. And then we'll add more if we need it. Oh, here we go, it's coming more dough-like. Bend you down. Let's try and bend you down. See, try and bend you down without falling over, please. Sorry, not very good at this, and I don't want to get my big tripod out. But yeah, see, it's coming very like a sticky dough. It's not pleasant, but we're going to give it a bloody good mix and get rid of all the lumps. And yeah, might need to add a smidgen more flour because it says I can go up to 620 and this has got 540, so I think, you know, 560 in it. So yeah, smidgen more flour. And it does say on the thing, the dough is going to be a bit liquid. This is okay, we want it that way. So yeah, so I'm going to give this a bloody good mix. And then we're going to, it says find a warm spot and let it rest for 90 minutes covered with a board or kitchen towel. So yeah, so I'll leave it covered, it will rise up, and then we'll move on to the next bit. But yeah, see, very easy so far. So yeah, I'm going to give this a bit more of a stir, add a smidgen more flour, and I'll come back to you in an hour and a half when we've let it all proof. So, lazy bread. So I'll see you in a bit. Hello, we are back. Bread has been proving, oven is now preheating. Do you want to have some fun? Because I can already tell it's stuck to the cloth, which means it's proved really big. I'm so happy with it. I haven't even cooked it yet. But look how puffy this is. Ready? This is a brand new clean cloth, by the way. We're all good. Don't worry yourselves. I do need to buy some proper like proving things, but look. And there's, look at that. How insane is that? Not good because it's all over my cloth, but still. I made bread. I'm so happy with myself. Let me just scrape what's on the cloth because, you know, bread is bread. We'll put it just on the edge for now because we're going to carefully take this out of the bowl. And yeah, get it in the oven. Should be fun. Although now I've got to wash my tea towel. I really need to invest in some bowl covers. Might have to make some. But yeah, I'll scrape it off just so it doesn't have to be washed with huge chunks of bread on it. We'll put that straight in the washing machine. But here is our lovely bread, full of air bubbles. And the knack is now you need to get it out, but you don't want to pop many bubbles. So yeah, so you need to flip out the dough onto a well floured board or table without messing with the dough too much. Divide into 2 pieces, drag it out while twisting to form the baguette and put it on a baking tray / baguette form. So we're going to get a nice pointy knife and we are going to get some flour down, and then we are going to help pour this out onto the side. It does say on the little video I followed quite a bit of flour. So yeah, so there we go. So we're going to get this out. It's very sticky and very liquid. So flour is your friend. Okay? Scrape the bowl because we're going to make this bread. No, don't go over the edges. I'm not that organised. So yeah, there we go. Bread. Note to self, don't put your bloody chopping board on the side. So yeah, so we're gonna try and get this together. I think it's the knack. Oh god, it is very liquid. I'm probably adding way too much flour, but I don't care. Just want to access the flour that I've got underneath it so I can kind of bring it together a bit, because it is very liquid. So yeah, I think this may be the best we kind of get. There we go. You can see it, it's kind of getting there. This is very messy, by the way, in case you're wondering. It is that sticky and it is that liquid. Oh, thank goodness I have a lot of flour. But I have a stupid size cutting board. Oh, there we go. This is so liquid, I just need to get it covered in flour, basically. So, yeah. There is no such thing as too much flour, I think, with this at this liquid stage, because mine is very liquid. So, chop it back a bit. Apparently it should be coming out clean because of the amount of flour we got on it. But it kind of is. And then we need to divide into 2 pieces, drag it out while twisting to get the form of the baguette and put it on the tray. Please excuse my hands. They're going to look like this. Meet my baguette tray. We're going to go with this one, I think, because this looks to be the more together of the two. It's very liquid. But somehow this is going to bread. Come on. There we go. It's not really twisting. I think for the amount of liquid this needed a lot more flour than the recipe kind of gave a thing to, because mine's way more liquid than theirs is. So hence why I'm like, it's fine, there's nothing wrong with flour. Because apparently I need to twist this and get it on a sheet. So yeah, it might be very, very floury. So ready? It's kind of baguette shaped. It's bread dough in a baguette tin. There we go. We will call that one there. And this one is kind of absorbing a lot of the flour. So I think this one might be a bit easier. We don't know. Let's try our luck. Either way, this is a bit of fun. This is all stuff I had in the cupboard. And I've, you know, this will involve me, what, 5 minutes cleaning up for a bit of fun making bread. It's perfectly fine. So that's what we're doing, having fun. It's like playing with flubber. Oh. Ready, steady, plop. That's the technical way of moving it, is a plop. There we go, look. It is very, very floury, I will admit. But hey ho, these go in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And we will see what we get when these come out. But it's a bit of fun, isn't it? There we go. So I'll see you guys in 20 to 25 minutes with some bread. So enjoy the sounds, enjoy this, because I've got to try put this in the oven and then turn my camera off with these hands. So yeah, it's clear as a little finger. There we go, look. I've cleared a finger so I can stop recording. But yeah, let's put bread in the oven and I'll see you in 20 minutes. Hello, bread is out the oven. Look, I made baguettes. I have to use tea towel sec. Look at them. Oh, they look so good. I'm impressed. So yeah, so we're going to give them a little bit of time to cool. And then yeah, we'll give it a bit of a rip open, but proper crust. So this will be fun. But there we go, look, I made bread. A lovely productive Saturday bit of bacon. Also I did clean up, look. Cleaned all the gross. So, but yeah, very happy with my bread. I have, oh, it's slightly smoky in here because my oven is not used to going that hot. I did turn it down to 225, just because, yeah, I need to clean my oven at some point. But yeah, no. And the little bits of dough that were caught slightly, you know, smoked. You know, I have actually, while the dough was proving, I popped over to the corner shop, went and got some bananas, some eggs, and a couple of ice buns I had for lunch. Because yeah, obviously I'm going to need some eggs to do cookies tomorrow, so I got them. But yeah, I'm chuffed with that. That's really cool. So I'm going to let it not be boiling, and then yeah, we'll rip it open and try some with some butter. because bread. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this Saturday. It's really nice and it's very pleasant. I have had to take one lot of the painkillers for my stomach though. Started twisting a bit and getting really quite sore. So yeah, we've had to take some painkillers. Not hit nauseous, but just hit sore. So yeah, I've discovered I can't sort of bend down or crunch really far down because everything's still sore and delicate inside, which is fair. It all got squeezed and yeah, used and abused for a good 3-4 days while body was going, this is toxin, we hate this. So yeah, it's fair enough. But all good. Teenagers are out. Ryan was funny, he sent me a picture of a wool shop. A wool in they've went out second hand shopping for his partner's room they're staying in, and they need like kitchenware and all that because there's like a shared communal kitchen, but you have to have your own stuff. So yeah, so they've went to go get bits and pieces for that, and they've been told, you know, they are allowed to have like a mini fridge in their room to keep stuff. So yeah, they're off on a hunt for all that kind of stuff, and a kettle, and yeah, so they're off on a mission today. But yeah, I am quite chuffed with my nice chill day. Just could have done without a smoky oven, but you know, maybe on my next jaunt, like to Home Bargains or something, I might pick up one of those like box oven cleaners where you like put the grates and stuff in one of those bags to clean, and then yeah, put the horrible chemical stuff all in the oven, and buy a pair of rubber gloves and like a scrubber and that just for that job. So yeah, because I will be honest, I've cleaned the glass door several times over the years. I've never actually properly scrubbed the oven. So yeah, so probably could appreciate a nice clean inside. So yeah, might do that at some point while I've been quietly working on my mission of cleaning house, you know. But yeah, my brain is itching to do some more crochet. It's so bad. It's like an addiction now. I'm like, I need to knot some wool. But I don't want to start a new project because I've got a baby blanket going, and then I've got my sunflowers. I just don't see the point of starting a new project right now. It's just a bit of a waste of, yeah, I could be getting other bits done at the same time, so I'm thinking just wait. So it's what I'm kind of doing. I am being sensible. It's not often you hear those words out of my mouth, but they can happen. So yeah. But, you know, got just background TV on and just, yeah, taking it easy mentally and physically, because, you know, I've realised the sewing project I want to do, which is that dress, it all gathers around the waist and the hips, and the last thing I want to be doing right now is trying on clothes that are fitted to that area. So I don't think that sewing project is a very good idea right now. I might instead connect up my printer and sweet talk it and see if it might print out a sewing pattern, and maybe prep a sewing pattern so we can do a bit of sewing tomorrow and just sew something new and cut out something new, because I downloaded some really good patterns in November on one of those, you know, pay as much as you want. So I sort of paid in a couple quid each one, and yeah, got, I think it was 2 types of trousers and a jumper pattern. And I think, yeah, it'd be nice to make some fun trousers, because I made a pair of jeans, but then I took them in too much and then they just didn't fit right. So yeah, so I kind of donated them to charity because they just didn't fit right. And I make a lot of bloomers, which are like 3/4 length / you know, but I don't really make full length trousers for myself, and I think I should have some more full length trousers. I do have the most wonderful fabric that is like, it looks like tapestry, it's really cool, and I think these would make the most wonderful like big baggy like free people style trousers where they're really loose legged, and I keep seeing them with like pockets and stuff, and I'm like, they would be cool. So yeah, so you know, I might adjust. If I think one of them's a wide leg pattern, I might print that out, put it together, but cut it wider the legs, so then I could take it in at the ankles, so then they're proper baggy, and then add some pockets and stuff on them. You know, just because pockets. Or just fun little plique bits or bits and pieces, just make them a bit fun. So yeah, so I might do something like that, but for now I think I might just, you know, we'll have some bread. I actually might go check it in a sec. And then yeah, we will I'm just gonna sit and print out some sewing patterns. I think do some sitting down jobs, because yeah, I did a lot of house jobs this week, all apart from the bits in the bowl now. Did all the washing up, clean the cooker top, clean the kettle. Yeah, did quite a lot this week, and then tidying bits of the living room. So anything major that needs doing that has been done. I'm just, yeah, I don't want to overdo it, because I'm a terminal overdoer, as we won't know very well. But also, yeah, my brain's like itching to be creative. And yeah, not quite in the mood for doing any drawing or painting. You have to be in the right frame of mind for that, and I'm not quite today, I think. I'm just not, you know, and you're just like, that's not gonna itch the scratch I've got for creativity today. It's lovely, but it's not the right itch right now. So yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, printing out some sign patterns, and then I could put those together today, and then I've got sewing patterns ready tomorrow to cut out. So especially if I made trousers, they're one of them. I think the trouser patterns are like elastic waistbanded at the back, so that the front's flat and then the back is elastic waistbanded around the bum side. So yeah, I think that would be a very cool use of time. So I might do that. So, because I either have that or I've got some really cool like rainbow check fabric, but it's like pastel rainbow, it's really pretty. So that could be used as well. I'm going to ignore the unfinished projects on my table because yeah, my own guilt makes them shout loud enough. But thinking some comfortable trousers with a good comfy waistband, because obviously it's kind of, you know, how we're going right now is comfortable, because yeah, this is why I make sure my clothing is bloat friendly, by the way. Not because I'm like, look, I can fit in a size 14 thing. I'm like, yeah, this can be really quite sore and it can bloat. Obviously it's just natural, so yeah, it's just what we do. So I have, you know, lots of different sizes clothes I apparently fit in. That's why I don't pay attention to sizing, I pay attention to fit. There are lots of numbers in the world. You're a different size everywhere you go in the world, so you know, it doesn't matter on the numbers. Does it fit you? Yes. Is it comfortable? Yes. Do you like the feel of it and the cut of it, and does it suit you? And do you like the look of it on you? Yes. That means it suits you because you like it, not because, you know, it's flattering or anything. You just go for whatever you like, you know. But I'm going to stop my ranting and we're going to go try some bread now, because I want some bread. And it should be like less boiling to touch. So yeah, let me set you up on the side. Let's put you up. There we go. Cool. Let's grab some bread. Let's grab this one. I've made bread. It's got that good noise to it. So here's some butter out as well. Because what is bread without really nice butter? And where is my adorable little butter knife? Where are you? Here you are, my favourite little knife from Sausage and Grenna. But yeah, while it's still on, we're going to tear it because we're heathens. And because it's mine and I baked it, we're going to tear it in the middle. Oh, there's actual steam coming off it. I made that. I made freaking baguette. Oh, it smells good. I'm gonna rip a chunk off because baguette. It's very floury, of course. That might be one thing to do when they're cooled, is give them a stiff pastry brush and brush some of the flour off. But yeah, we'll try a mouthful with just bread, and then we'll try it with some butter, because yeah, hot bread. That is good, and that is all aerated. It bounces back, you know. Like most homemade bread, it is quite yeasty, but meh. Butter. Yes. That's really good. That makes my £8 baguette pan worthwhile. And also look, these little dents, little dots on the bottom. But no, this is good bread. Should make some if you're full of these. I will link the recipe down below, but there are obviously loads of no knead recipes kicking around, especially on TikTok and else everywhere, so give it a go. You don't need the baguette pan specifically, you can just use a bit of greaseproof on a tray, but this is so good. I'm so happy. I'm literally going to go and eat this bit of bread and take the tub of butter with me and just go eat it sitting on the sofa. But yeah, not too sure what we're going to do for the rest of the day, as it's sewing patterns and that, so I think we will probably catch up tomorrow. Just because sitting me watching me print out patterns is not very interesting. Then I've got to take them together and then cut them out. So yeah, so I think we'll catch up tomorrow. And yeah, we will try and do some sewing. Would be really nice. And I think we will crack on and do some baking as well. We'll make some peanut butter cookies. I like them. So yeah, but on the plus side, I need to go take a picture of this bread so I can just send it to like my mum and my sister going, make bread. So yeah, so I'll see you lovely folks tomorrow. Bye. Hello, happy Sunday. We are kicking off in my room again because we are being cozy because it is cold outside. I've got snacks, and yeah, I'm just gonna chill this morning in bed because we can. Ryan's heading out again. They didn't come home till 2 in the morning. I have kind of snapped because he's so tired and not this with it, and I'm like, no more 2 in the morning. So yeah, he doesn't do well staying up that late. I know him very well, so yeah. But yeah, I did end up being able to eat some dinner last night, which was great. I had a tin of soup. I know, adventurous, but I ate food. 10 out of 10. And do you remember I said I'm not going to do anything else? I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything, crafty or crochet. Let me just flip you around. Here it is, folded over. I started another cardigan in black and white. I got 15 rows into it. I started another craft. I couldn't sit still, so that took me like 5 and a bit hours last night. I'm quite pleased with it. So yeah, although I am running today, the urge, my brain is like, we must go out, we must go get some more wool, we must do this, and I'm like, we don't need to. We've got enough wool for this project. We've got food in the house. It is cold outside. We are trying to be sensible with our money in this January. Although I did spend obviously money on wool the other day, but still, we're trying to be sensible. Voicing the need to go buy stuff because your brain thinks it'll fix everything, and my food, I would say hoarding tendencies, but making sure there is nothing, paranoia, and yeah, just general, we must have extras. It's really hard to break, because yeah, that's how my brain has been, and that's the kind of people I've been around for a lot of years. Breaking that, but we have exactly what we need, and we have enough for our project, it is fine. It's weird, but we're getting there, and we are succeeding. So today we're going to be indoors. We're going to crochet some more of this cardigan. We're going to make peanut butter cookies, and I have defrosted some sweet pastry. We are going to make a bakewell tart. So yeah, we're going to have a really good baking weekend, like I said we would. And yeah, we are going to enjoy ourselves. So that's what we're going to do. Those guys are off out to go help one of their friends, so they're just waiting to be picked up. But yeah, so that's kind of the aim for the day, is yeah, we're going to be indoors. We're not going to go out and spend money. We're not going to spend money online. We're going to do our craft. We're going to do some baking. Probably have a bit of a chat, just because it's nice having a chat, isn't it? We're going to just have a pleasant day. Today is quite grey, it's not as nice as yesterday, and I will say it was bloody freezing when I woke up, hence why I've put my super thick hoodie on that I got for Christmas, because it is cold. We have put the heating on, so yeah, but I'm just chilling out in bed. So far today I've only got myself a pile of snacks. I've got cross buns, some little lemon cake, I've got some quavers as well, so yeah, so I'm just going to chill out in bed and do some crochet and watch some YouTube and just, yeah, relax. And then yeah, we'll do some baking this afternoon is the aim. So it's going to be a good day, but yeah, I thought I'd just update you with what I did last night after I sort of signed off, and then yeah, what the plans for the day are, which is yeah, crocheting an unplanned cardigan now. But this one's going to be different. I'm not going to connect it like the other one with lines. I'm going to put granny squares down the back, and then I think I'm going to put little granny squares down the front to extend the front and on the sleeves. And I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to cuff it, I'm going to leave it wide sleeved. So yeah, so that's kind of the aim, is that I'm going to make this one a bit different. So that would be very fun. But yeah, but for now I'm going to go pop in and see if those guys have got time. They're heading out. And yeah, sit and chill out and watch some YouTube and crack on with some crocheting. But it's going to be a good day, and I hope you're having a lovely chill Sunday, whatever you are doing. But yeah, that's my plans for the day. Crochet, baking, chatting shit. Good plans. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you a wee bit later as we get going with some more stuff. But for now, breakfast in bed, crocheting, it's a good plan. So yes, I'll see you a bit later. Bye. Hello, excuse the YouTube in the background. I'm just watching my last video that I have for the day, well for the morning. I have just sat and crocheted a couple rows on this jumper. We're up to on row 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 18. I've learnt the knack. If you count the triangles on one side, that's the row, and I've just sewn it together while it's still attached to the ball of wool. I do not have enough to do another round, so this will be for squares, as will the black. That is not enough. So yeah, so these two are kind of dead, but they're going to be used to make the little granny squares to fill in the gap. But this is how big it is looking at 18 rounds, and yeah, I've just sewn it with the blunt needles in my little kit. Actually, let's pull it off, and just the thread still attached to the ball of wool, so I can just pull the running stitch out. So yeah, so I'm going to set you up on my pillow here, and we're going to try this on. because then if it fits all right, this armpit to sleeve ratio, because I don't want it crazy wide, I'd rather fill in the gap in the back and then attach the back on and then add some more at the front that way. So yeah, and obviously I can then extend the sleeve out as well, but I don't want it crazy wide, which is what happens if you keep going around. Everything gets wider, so this side will get wider, which is great, but also the sleeve will get wider, which is great if you want to do puff sleeve. But I do want a slightly more fitted cardigan, and that is looking pretty good. I just need to check the armpit to shoulder ratio is the thing I need to make sure is okay. So yeah, so let me flip you around and put you on my little pillow, and yeah, try this on, and we'll see if 18 rounds is enough for the fit I want for the armpit to the shoulder, and then I can extend it elsewhere where it needs to. So yeah, but either way, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? And it is soft, because obviously this is Aran wool, so it's 75% acrylic and 25% wool, so there is an element of wool in it. So it is going to be like, you know, the Primark jumpers where it says contains wool. So does my homemade version. So yeah, so let's try this on. Sorry, I'm just leaning you on a pillow in front of me where I've been crocheting from. So where are we? Because obviously it won't be wide enough here. It's not too bad though. The armpit's not bad, and it does have a good bit of drape. If, as my mum said, it fits in your armpit. It's my knack been recently for clothing. Does it fit your armpit? And I do have a big baggy t-shirt on today. This was under my hoodie, so yeah. But obviously a more fitted t-shirt would work better. And it will get another row at the top to widen it when I connect it. I think that's a good width, don't you? You look at my arm and the width of the cardie. I think that's a good width. And obviously I will make it longer and wider at the front. So yeah, this is the bonus of it being a granny stitch. You can continue it on. So that will be great. So what I need to do is continue it on. Or I could actually, thinking on the fly, connect the sleeve with a black stitch rather than my running stitch, actually crochet it together, and then I've got this long line here of the front and the back where it does that, and I could just granny stitch round a couple of rounds to make it that couple of inches wider and then do the squares. That might be a good idea, because then it will give me a little bit more width and it will give me a smidgen more armpit room, because then it will be a little bit wider here. This is where sewing knowledge comes in useful while crocheting. You can put sewing uses into crochet uses, you know. You need to extend it that way. How would I extend it? Well, but I think that's good. That's good. My other one is 24. So that is another, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's that much wider. So yeah. So there's quite a lot, and then there's this connecting stitch, so that's quite wider. But I think this is pretty good, and yeah, I think if I do the connecting stitch on top, so then it won't be white, there'll be a black in between the two of them, and then continue crocheting this bit here, going round, 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 round that way, and make it go out here, so get wider that way, the body. And then once I've done bits, I can make it longer as well. I mean, yeah, I could even do it as a, because it is there as well, I could extend the bottom and extend the top. Extend the body and extend the bottom, all while doing the same stitch rows. So that would make it go down and make it go wide, but it wouldn't go on the sleeve. So I think that might be an idea. And I can just continue with the same colour, so it still have the striped appearance, because obviously if you look, it's, you know, this is the edge of the stitch. So yeah, I think that might be a good idea for now. So yeah, so my next mission is, yeah, I think crochet the top of this together, of which I will follow my YouTube tutorial, because we learn. You have to go in a weird like top way and through the back. It's nothing I could ever explain. But yeah, but these are not enough to be doing any more rounds. The black might be able to do the connector. I think that's what this is going to get used for. I'm going to save this white for when I start doing the little granny squares, because I do like the idea of a granny square joining the back. Just because, yeah, then it will be stripes and then just squares down the back. And I think that would look really good. So, yeah. I mean, I could do granny squares, which would obviously be stripes again. Or I could do a pattern granny square. That I'm not sure on. Because then I'd have to learn a new square. And I do want to wear this, but I don't know. I think a granny square in the back would be cute. If I really want to learn moon and sun squares. But I think they would look really good in like purple and yellow and autumnal colours. I think that would go really well in an autumnal cardigan, because I've seen a really cool thing. If I find it on my TikTok. I got the inspiration for doing the squares in the back from a TikTok where someone made a jumper, which I'm definitely going to make, by the way. It's in my my brain now. Where is it? This one. You put it till they put it on. And they have done it with granny bits, and then they've done sun and moon crochet squares down the front and the back, and then they've done a big roll neck, but I'd make it smaller and cuffs and that. But that is such a cool idea for a jumper, and so makeable, so that if I do a jumper it's going to be that. And I'm thinking those kind of autumnal colours, because I've got that really pretty yarn called Strawberry Picking. So yeah, so that's kind of my aim for that. But that's why I want all those squares. But I don't think it will go well in black and white. So I'm thinking traditional stripy ones, because it will go with the stripes of this. And my completely illogical brain is saying, I know it's Sunday. I know last time it took us 12 days. This has taken us an evening and a part of a morning, not even much of a morning. We could have this done on Thursday and wear it to Tim Burton. The weather is currently disgusting outside, by the way, so I'm not going outside at all today because it's gross, it's raining, it's high winds. The bits of the storm are now hitting where I live. Thankfully, poor people have got beaten to shit in Ireland and Scotland. I hope you're all doing well, all okay, and yeah, you know, got through the power cuts, and you know, you haven't had loads of property damage or anything like that, you know. Fingers and toes crossed. The worst that's happened is, you know, your wheelie and recycling bins are who knows where. That's pretty good, bearing in mind it was red warnings, you know, dangerous shit. But yeah, so that's kind of my over ambitious aim, is to get this done so I can wear it to Tim Burton exhibition. How cool would that be? So yeah, so for now, this video is just finished. I'm going to turn off my TV in my bedroom. And yeah, I'm going to move my crochet stuff into the living room. I've just organised a wash load in my bedroom. I'm going to go put it in the machine, get that washed and going, because yeah, I've been washing everyone else's clothes. I want to wash my clothes now, and then I'll do some of Ryan's. There are loads of tracksuit bottoms, I just need to fold and put them away. And yeah, I'm thinking out of the two bakes I was saying earlier, peanut butter cookies and Becquerel tart. I'm thinking cookies. I have defrosted sweet pastry, but it is just sitting in my fridge. That could be just to bake randomly tomorrow or Tuesday, just because. So yeah, so I'm thinking I might just do a random bit of baking in the week next week. So that's fine sitting in the fridge defrosting, because I froze it the day it arrived. So that's not like it's out of date. It got froze the day it arrived in the delivery pre-Christmas. So yeah, and it is just sweet pastry. So it's, you know, butter, flour, water and a bit of, you know, sugar in it. So yeah, so I think, yeah, I'm going to do the tart tomorrow. Purely because I've never made frangipan before. And I don't really want to be doing new stuff today. So I'm thinking, yeah, new stuff another day. Actually, while we're chatting, let's pull this apart. Oh no, are you gonna... Oh, I have to pull it apart individually. the stitches come out. I will say as well on this one, I have been weaving in my ends, like crocheting over them as I go, and there are so few in the inside, so such a good way of doing it. So I'm just crocheting them in, or like going over each time I get to a corner where there's loose little threads, I wrap them round and crochet over. Because if you saw my weekly vlog 52 at the end, I was explaining that I treated myself to some crochet patterns for the first time. They do come with video tutorials, hence why I didn't mind, you know. And one of them is a kaleidoscope cardigan I bought, and it's the most amazing thing. It's two colours in one crocheted square. It's amazing, but the way you do it, you have to like trace the colour you're not using, you kind of crochet it in the whole way on that side, and then when you get to the cross point, you then crochet the colour you were doing, twist it, and like go with the other colour. So you've always got two threads going. So that is a whole new ball game for me to be learning, you know, so that will be interesting to learn as I go. But I thought if I start practicing little bits with just crocheting in the corner threads, so I get used to holding threads as I crochet, I think on this has helped a lot. And I think when you do it and it's constantly one long thread rather than one with an end, which these obviously have, it will be much easier obviously. So but yeah, but when you look the inside, there are very few sticky out threads compared to my other one. So yeah, I am very impressed. So yeah, but no, I think that's the game plan. We're going to connect it together so it's one piece, which will be great. And then yeah, start crocheting the side, the body and the bottom, and extending them out a bit by a couple of rows, and then doing some squares. So yeah, we're going to make it fun. But yeah, this is more for the squares. But there we go. But yeah, so it's a very cool chill day today. I'm doing a completely unplanned cardigan, but hey ho, it's worth it. But I'm thinking, although the weather is going to be disgusting tomorrow, I'm going to go out tomorrow and go collect my Hobbycraft order. So I've got the wool for my sunflower cardigan. I'm going to get the ball of wool I need to finish the baby blanket, so I can get that finished and done, which would be really nice to get that finished. And yeah, I might put via Aldi and get a couple more balls of this black and white, although I was just saying how I don't need any more. The black I really like, it's such a lovely soft chunky wool. I would like some more black for some more projects, not necessarily the white. The white's okay, but the black is lovely and chunky and soft, and I would see myself using the black and doing other projects with black and another colour, or rainbows, or yeah, black I definitely can see myself needing to go stock up on quite a few balls of that, because black is such a good, you know, neutral colour for me. I think it would be very sensible to go get some more. They're so cheap. But obviously I'm not going out today because it's revolting, and it's Sunday, so the buses are really shit. So I'll go tomorrow when it's still revolting, but the buses are a smidgen less shit. And if I go out tomorrow, I know I've got to have a day out, so then it'll be like, well, if I go do like Aldi, which is the furthest bit in town, go into town, get the bus, go get the bus up to Hobbycraft, because I'm going to be a lazy bitch. I'm going to treat myself to a weekly bus ticket, because between tomorrow's 1, 2, 3, 4/5 buses tomorrow, buses back and forth to town when I go to London, I have food shopping to do, you know, just out and about, and just, yeah, getting out, popping down to see my mum, because I think she'll need just, you know, a bit of normal. That's when I might make the Bakewell tart, take it down to my mum, bless her, because she struggled yesterday. I haven't seen anything from her today, but yeah, now she's stopped Flat Wars. The big hard goingness of losing a person and helping someone who's lost a person for the first time. They've lost 2 people, but you know, their mum, it's a hard hitting one. And yeah, and everyone's kind of just waiting for the funeral Monday, so it's just hideous, you know, waiting game this weekend. And yeah, it's hitting my mum hard, so bless her. Just rocking up and being like, here is a cuddle and here is a bit of cake, would you like some company, would you not like some company, if not I will go, you know, offering just sitting there being a person but not being a burden or an effort to entertain. I think, yeah, you know, I might do that, yeah. Bring along something nice and just, yeah, go be a person for my mum. Bring some nice distractions and be like, look, I made a cardigan, or, you know, look, I'm finishing a cardigan, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I did a baby blanket, you know. Something like that. Bring something really pleasant and distracting along, you know, as a nice sort of, you know, that way she can, if she needs to talk about funeral and all that kind of stuff, she can get it out to someone. But if she doesn't and she wants something completely distracting, I could also help her with that. So yeah, I'm going to try and be a helpful eldest daughter to, during next week. But Monday is funeral day, and yeah, bless, I'm gonna go do wool buying and, yeah, pottering, so, which is all cool. And yeah, I will obviously catch up with my mum as the week goes on, and I think, yeah, appear with a sweet treat and you know, not ask how she's doing, just ask, you know, do you need a hug, just kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of, I think, the aim for next week is, yeah, do some nice bits so it can't justify buying a bus ticket. So, but for now I am gonna, yeah, bring my crochet stuff in the living room and then go get the wash load in the machine. My poor bedroom is piles of clean clothing, loads of piles of clean clothing, and then an overflowing dirty basket because I did bedding and all that the other day, so that's got all the bedding that needs washing. So yeah, it's all looking dreadfully scruffy, but I know a good afternoon and it'll be fine. So yeah, I think what I might get sorted later as well is folding up Ryan's washing and laying it out and then putting it away, because there's piles of Ryan's washing in my room, in the hallway, in the living room. So I think once they're folded and put away, it'd be like, there we go, there are your things. So yeah, but on that fine note, I'm gonna, yeah, busy with the fizzy, go put a wash load on, and yeah, let's go get another ball of wool out and crack up, well, 2 balls of wool out, I need a white and a black. Yeah, crack on with this cardigan, because we're making progress at a terrifying rate. The joys of having an undiagnosed neurodivergent brain who hyperfocuses. You make one of these in 5.5 hours yesterday. 7 hours? 7 hours. Fuck's sake. All the fun. So yeah, cool. I'll catch up with you a wee bit later as we get going, but yeah, for now I'm gonna go, just as I said, crochet the top of this, do some more stripes and do a wash load, and then once it's done, put it on the radiators, because I have got the heating blasting today. I didn't yesterday because I just actually wanted to curl up under a blanket. Today is just, no, I'm gonna have my hoodie on and I'm gonna have the heating on and we're gonna be fuzzy and comfy everywhere. So good day. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you folks a little bit later this arvo when we get probably doing some cookies, and I might even cheat and use my stand mixer because I can. So yeah, I do like my stand mixer. So yeah, might make cookies in the mixer just to be extra. So fun times. But yeah, so I'll see you a wee bit this arvo. Bye. Hello. I thought we'd chat away while I crochet. Just because I don't particularly fancy doing cookies now. It's got a bit dark. We're up to 4:45. Yeah, I want to just sit and crochet my afternoon away. It's been very lovely, to be honest. I've been doom scrolling TikTok. And yeah, just seen a couple of TikToks on the Tim Burton exhibition. I'm thoroughly looking forward to going to it. I think Thursday. I'm going to book my ticket, so I have to go. That's the way I'm going to do it. And yeah, And also I've had loads of charity shop TikToks pop up. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have a look at the charity shops in that area, because it's further down. It's sort of, yeah. I'm gonna have a Google of some charity shops. Save them on my little, you know, do myself a little Google map of the day. And I think save them on that. And yeah, go for a good charity shop mooch in London. And then go do the biggies like, you know, Tottenham Court Road I go to for kind of that end of Oxford Street, because I like the Tottenham Court Road Primark. I like the Tiger down that way, because you can then do both of them. There's one further, if you come out the station, if you've been to London, you walk up. There's one up there near Soston Grenna. There's also one along Main Oxford Street. So yeah, and it's they've got a good Primark home there, and I've seen a really cool like purple lilac like round mirror, but it's like sort of like a round, sort of rounded, like not concave, concave is in, convex mirror, like the ones I do in IKEA, which I was really and ahhing about getting for my hallway, but then I've seen one in Primark and I'm like, oh, I like it with a little purple frame, so I'm quite tempted to maybe see how much that is. And yeah, and yeah, just, you know, but I think a good charity shop mooch would be fun, especially in a whole new area. You know, that's part of the fun exploring. You know, usually go to where, you know, whatever area my sister lives in. So I've been to Putney, to the charity shops there, as well as like the big shopping centre there, and also done Wimbledon, which was very fun, and Wimbledon Village. So, but I'm not too in the mood to go as far down as Wimbledon today. As if I'm going to London today. I'm not too in the mood to go down as far as Wimbledon on Thursday. Hence why I thought I'll look in that area and see, you know, where would be the best place to go charity shopping, and you know, if it's good, I'll go there. This is Cherryade, by the way. 10 out of 10 makes me feel 7. No, use an app, as well as obviously I said the other day, I think it was on the weekly vlog, about, you know, the amount of we've still got 3 crates of drinks from Christmas still going, because obviously I stocked up for all of January, and I also did buy a whole load of bottles of like fruity fizzy drinks in like the 2-litre bottles, so like Cherryade, Orangeade, Raspberry Ripple and Peaches and Cream. And yeah, so I'm drinking them. They're lovely. So yeah, that's like my second one I've had, like bottle of the 8 I bought. So yeah, although it seemed a bit of a stock up and a bit excessive, my god, it's made my January feel nice. And I haven't had to leave the house, and I haven't had to organise lots of heavy deliveries. So yeah, that's been nice for myself, because, you know, didn't quite predict getting as poorly and all that fun stuff I have been. And I will say today, speaking of poorly, today my bloating has gone down from my food poisoning, so my stomach does not feel like I've eaten a whole packet of balloons, so that is rather lovely. So yeah, so that is a bonus, but yeah, no, I will say I'm so pleased I learned how to do this. I'm so happy my brain kind of has got it, because this new craft, number one, is fulfilling, because I'm making knitwear, which I've never been able to, you know, make myself, which is, you know, so nice. So yeah, but also it's just so therapeutic, and so there's something really lovely about the monotonousness of it all. So yeah, just, you know, the repetitiveness, and yeah, if I don't look, I can know that you know, my hands can get it, and it's fine. And it's lovely to be able to, you know, like I'm chatting with you, I can chat with a person. It is a sociable craft, because sewing you kind of have to concentrate, and it's quite insular because obviously it's quite loud to use a sewing machine, and hand sewing isn't always, you know, what you want to be doing. So just, yeah, it's really nice, and I love how quickly you can work up something to make it wearable, or, you know, to gift something is amazing. So yeah, I am enjoying it a lot. And it's not expensive to take up or get started. I mean, yeah, my pack of hooks, still in the little bag by the way, because it's great. I learned it's technically off Temu, but I bought mine off Vinted for a £5. It's amazing. I like these little hooks, I like this kind of size, I like the grip, you know, works well for me. So yeah, so I thoroughly enjoy my little second-hand hooks, and I love the fact I found hooks second-hand. But even then, quite often in charity shops, although they won't have them on display, if they sell wool, if you ask, because usually not all, I don't know why, for some reason charity shops don't display their knitting needles and crochet hooks, but they are available. They're usually just behind the till. So yeah, so if you ask, they probably do have a pot of knitting needles and crochet hooks, and you can have a look and get you know, what you want second hand, so you haven't even had to buy new or spend a lot of money, which I think is a lovely thing. So yeah, so it's a second hand nicey, so, you know, no new bits, and it's you know, a nice soothing therapy, really. You know, art therapy is a thing, you know. It's partly why, you know, after my dad passed, I only had a year break from education, and then I went straight back into college. Like, I was at post 16, which is, you know, doing your A levels. So yeah, so I did my AS levels, which is the first year, but I didn't obviously go back for my second year because I had a tiny human to look after. So I took that as like almost my gap year, and had that year off of education, and, you know, brought up a tiny human, you know. And yeah, then I think Ryan was 11 months old when he went into daycare, connected with my college, and I travelled to the next town over and went to art college, which over here in the UK, if you are international, or, you know, everyone has their things slightly different. College is, yeah, something you can do between senior school, which is 11 to 16, and if you don't always want to continue with senior school, you know, to do your A levels, you can go to college between like 16 and 18, 19, and then go on to university for degrees and stuff. So yeah, that's what Ryan's at the moment, obviously. He's at college, but he has no plans for university because it's not his learning style, which is fair. But yeah, but no, I went on to college and did 2 years at college because I had to do a foundation degree to catch up on my missing A level, which was perfectly fine. And then I went on to, no, I had to do adult art course, something weird, and yeah, that was very fun and experimental, and yeah, that's where people who were just getting back into education after being out of education went in, but I'd only been out a year, so it's quite weird. But yeah, that was a fun noise. So yeah, and I did that, and then I did a foundation degree, and then went off to university. I did full-time university like some sort of masochist, but unfortunately I did everything but my degree show because I had to leave, because I had to care for Ryan. It was a bit daring going into uni in the last year. Ryan was starting mainstream school at 5. It was a real struggle with pickups, drop-offs and all that kind of thing. you know, and yeah, I unfortunately learned just before Christmas that I couldn't be receiving money for being a single parent and look after my kid while being in education. So I had to basically choose between my house or my degree show, and I funnily enough chose my house and my kid. So I went up and I officially came out of university on like the 21st, 20th of December. It was heartbreaking. I have never sobbed the way I've sobbed when I had to go do that. That absolutely broke my heart to do that. It was so hard. And what hurt even more was at my degree show, there was an empty space that would have been mine. And yeah, that actually, I didn't do any artwork for about, God, a solid, I'd say 5 years. That really, really hurt me and really broke me. Having worked all that time and put in all that effort and, you know, all that stuff into being able to have a big moment at the end, and I didn't get it. I only technically graduated from university because obviously I handed in my dissertation the last term before this came up, and yeah, and it's only because it was already in the system they allowed the credits to go through, because you needed 300 credits to graduate for a degree, a bachelor's degree, and it was 360 for one with honours. I got 300, which I've never been so pleased to get. They counted my dissertation in because it was in before when I unenrolled basically, and yeah, so I was the following year I did get to go do graduation, which was heartbreaking because yeah, I did actually go into my uni and, you know, talk to people in my class because I've been with them for 3 years and say, you know, yeah, I won't be coming back. I've come to empty my space. So yeah, that was absolutely heartbreaking. But yeah, and I did get to walk at graduation though, and I got to do the cap and gown stuff and all that. And yeah, so it was really cool because yeah, I was the first person in my family to graduate from university. But you know, I even got my own special section in the programme because I was the only person to get a degree in fine art. Just a bachelor's degree, not with honours. I've got my own little section. So yeah. But yeah, that was not the most fun. So that's why I fully understand when my brain hits art block times. I've put this on the right corner. How are we working this? What am I doing? Oh, losing the plot is what I'm doing. Oh, let's see if we go all the way round. That's it. Figuring the way I go. But yeah, so that's why, like, this weekend I'm like, oh, I'll do some sketchbook, and then my brain's like, no, we won't. I listened to that no we won't because yeah, you can't be creative, especially art wise, like sketching and drawing and painting and that part of your creative output. I find without, you have to be in a certain mood and a certain brain wave and type and feeling, and at the moment I'm not. I've been overly worried about my mum, about my stepdad, just the general worry of my brain going, there's going to be a funeral, you know. Although I'm not going, doesn't make it any less shit that there's going to be a funeral, you know. Doesn't make it any less crap. So yeah, and it's just, yeah, been weird because I've obviously not been feeling grief, but those weird sort of, yeah, not quite. So that's why during the weekly vlog, like, I latched onto those happy days I got, because to wake up with a brain that was already, you know, you didn't have to kick-start the motor on the serotonin. It was already going, oh, we're all right today. And instead of going, you know, giving it a good kick and a bang, going, come on, work. Which is what most days are. Yeah. You embrace them so much. But yeah, so I kind of, you know, as much as I never try and put artwork as a job list, like as a to-do, because it doesn't work that way. It's a feeling, you know. It's just, you know, it's nothing you can put as a job. It's not a job. It's a creative output. And if you don't feel okay, or you don't have anything in that capacity, or anything in that kind of creative chunk to be putting out, you just don't. I mean, very philosophical and chatty, aren't I? But yeah, that's just how it rolls sometimes. So at the moment, my brain is really enjoying working with wool and crocheting and making something, and especially something soft and wearable, because then you have a cozy factor, and then you can have that little lovely burst of pride and, you know, that I made this kind of feeling. So yeah, that's what I like about sewing. So yeah, it's nice to be able to have that feeling and that same pride and you know, show-offiness, because I'm not one to show off, but yeah, that sort of, I made this, let me come show you my thing, you know, it's nice to have it, but in something that is, you know, less intense than sewing. I do love sewing greatly, you know, so much, you know, but this has kind of been a nice softer way of getting the same joy sewing gives me without the weird guilt I put on myself because of invisible timelines and pressures that don't exist, but I'm so overcritical that I put those pressures on myself because I'm an idiot. My brain's an idiot, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's my brain and it's my idiotness. So, but yeah, it's just a funny old one. So just logging on to good old YouTube. See if there's been any more bits uploaded from this morning, because I kind of finished the videos. Come to 10 Copenhagen yarn shops with me in 3 days and a yarn haul. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? So yeah, that's a nice thing, the YouTubers I watch, because obviously Helen Anderson inspired me to get into crochet by her crocheting, and then her crochet tutorial, which obviously has bloomed in my brain. Katie Snooks, who I follow as well, she got into knitting, and yet she's been knitting, so that's been cool to see. Obviously I'm not so much knitting, I'm a hooker. I love that description of a crochet. There are stickers, I really want to get one, but yeah, again, had a weird moment yesterday and I nearly bought a Temu order and then cancelled it, and I was like, no, 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 and I was, yeah, being really fucking sensible. But yeah, my brain's been very zigzaggy this weekend. It just happens sometimes, but we're all good though. It's just, you know, sometimes you've got to take a comfort moment and think, I'm trying to save money, I'm trying to be sensible. I'm trying not to go out and be overwhelmed by people. So let's stay inside. But also my brain's like, but we've been inside because we've been poorly. Let's go outside. And it's like, no, not that outside. So yeah, the struggle is real. So, it's weird. The brains work and thoughts go. I mean, can you tell why I started YouTube now as my therapy? It's really good talking therapy, and I can just talk the weird things my brain is thinking and connecting, and you know, just say them directly out loud without then someone going, but what about this, or why do you think that is? And I don't want that. I just want to get it out my head, because then when it's out my head, it's in the world and it exists. For good or bad, it exists. So yeah, saying something out loud is quite empowering, and saying something out loud knowing people will hear it is even more empowering. So yeah, that's kind of what I take from this, you know, my vlogging. Obviously I like to share my info with bits, and I like to, you know, share bits and pieces, like, you know, doing baking and bits of recipes, and taking you guys on really cool places that I go, or, you know, new things to go see, or holidays and all that. So yeah, it will be fun, you know. But it's funny, just, you know, how bits changed during the day. This morning I was like, yeah, bacon, and as the days went on, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Just not feeling it. I've done my wash load. Yeah, it's on the radiator drying. The house is beautiful and warm, so we are nice and toasty. We are being busy with our hands, you know. Kiddo is out being helpful, doing, you know, jobs at mate's house. Yeah, no, all is good. I did try and video call my mum for a bit of a chat, but she didn't answer, so her phone is sat somewhere, or she's just not in the mood, which is fair enough. So, you know, there is no worries about that. But I think today I might be daring and try another hot dinner, now that the swelling in my stomach and all my insides has gone down, which is nice, by the way. I cannot tell you how hideous it is to have all your insides swollen. Just pissed off, sore, and will not go down. They're just irritated, but we got there in the end. But yeah, 0 out of 10 food poisoning. Fucking shit. That's what it is. It's really fucking shit. Look how much I did while we chatted. But yeah, so actually I'll show you how far we've got. Obviously, let's make the loop big on that bit. I don't want that to unravel. I made a good chunk of my cardigan. It's very cool. But yeah, I'm thinking do the black after this, try it on again, because I tried it on before the white and I was like, it needs a little bit more, and I'm like, does it need 2 rows or 4 rows? So I'm going to try it on after this white row and the black row, and then yeah, that's just been me extending the body out, and then we haven't done the sleeve. But I'm thinking on the sleeve doing some granny squares and then the extending with the loop, with the granny stitch. So yeah, so then it will be granny squares and then it will be stripes, and then obviously in the back it's going to be granny squares, so there'll be stripes, granny squares, stripes. So it's a theme. It's a theme. But yeah, I'm thinking after all this rambling of rounding up the weekend vlog here, because if I'm entirely honest, my dinner is going to be soup and baguette. Homemade baguette, but still soup and baguette. So I'm not getting very excited with my dinner. We're going to stick to what we know and can eat. So yeah, for lunch I had a couple of yogurts. I had a yogurt, one of those soya ones. Not too keen on the consistency. This I only bought 2 to try them out. I'll eat the other one, but I won't be rebuying them. I'll just stick with normal yogurts, or even better, I'll get French set yogurt where I can find it, because that is delicious. But yeah, I had a yogurt and a couple of jellies and some crisps. But yeah, I think soup and bread for dinner. Ryan should be in. He's 5 now. I said 7, 8 at the latest. So yeah, but no, it's just been a nice day. The weather outside has been atrocious. I've been indoors, and yeah, it's been a nice bubble with you guys, and I thank you for spending a lovely chill weekend with me. I know you must be sick to death of the inside of my house, but you know, it's my house. You know, this is what January is. It's a lot of indoor in January, because if it's not cold, it's wet, and if the rare times it is bright, you're out then, but few and far between. And again, if you're not poorly, the planets have got to align to be able to be outside and comfortable. So, but yeah, but I think we're going to round up the weekend vlog here, not weekly vlog. And yeah, it's been a nice wholesome indoor weekend. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next week, for the weekly vlog, you will enjoy it. We're going to go, the weather is meant to be atrocious tomorrow, but we're going to go out anyway. We're going to go pop in Aldi. We're going to go get my Hobbycraft order. Mooch some bits in Asda, just because I fancy a mooch. I haven't done Asda in a couple of weeks. And yeah, and just see what else I fancy looking at. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. And then obviously London and all that. But for now, we're going to round up this weekend vlog. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this and you want to see more, there will be a weekly vlog to follow this, and loads to catch up on. Click subscribe down below. Drop us a like. What have you done with your weekend? You know, have you had a nice weekend? Have you done any fun stuff? Have you been indoors hiding from the weather? Please let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you in my next video. Bye guys.